Hey guys, welcome back to Terminology Thursday. It's Mike Taylor with Remax Precision.
And Sara Fuller with Midwest Family Lending. So Mike, today on Terminology Thursday, I would like to talk about something that everybody deals with in regards to mortgage. It's principal and interest.
Big parts of your payment, right?
Big part of the payment. And not a lot of people understand what it is. So principal and interest is what's actually paying the mortgage down, okay? Principal is the amount of which you borrow, and interest is the amount of money that's exchanged for the lending you the money, I should say. So when looking at a payment, principal and interest is just part of the payment, okay? Sure. And as you know, like when some places do advertising, they really bait and hook people in because they advertise just that principal and interest.
It's in little tiny letters and it says P&I only.
Yes, exactly. So there's more to the payment that we'll go into in other episodes, but I really just wanted to talk about the principal and interest. So, Mike, if you've got a $200,000 house listed, and I don't know, let's say you put 10% down. Okay. Let's do 3.25% for an interest rate. Ballpark, roughly what that principal and interest payment is. I'm gonna make the math really easy for myself. It's $827 only because I looked it up, not because I really know.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need a calculator if you're actually asking.
Nope. So in that payment, $300 is principal. $500 is the interest. Okay.
And it's that way for a long time in the loan, right?
It is.
At least halfway, maybe a little bit over.
Yes. And another word that we can conquer on in Terminology Thursday is amortization. But when you look at a payment, it's going to be principal at $300 and then $500. And then you might be $311 going towards your principal and $499 for interest. I'm being a little exaggerative right now. But
not by much.
No, not by much. Not by much. So the longer you have your payment, the more you have going towards principal and the less towards interest.
Sure. What if someone wanted to pay a little bit more of their principal every month? So at $827, what if they wanted to just round that up to a $900 payment?
Yes. Here's a really good couple things that I like to tell all of my people. So when making a payment, if you ever want to apply extra, always apply extra to your principal because that's what's going to pay the mortgage down. So that's a huge piece. If you want to apply extra, always specify. And the next thing is, in an $827 payment, if over the course of 12 months from January to December, you pay an extra $827 total, you're going to pay an extra principal and interest every year. And
that's likely going to take your 30-year mortgage from 30 years down to what, 23,
22? Yes, exactly. So even though you might not be in the house for a full 30 years, what you're doing is you're building more equity to take with you to the next house.
That's right.
So it makes a big difference applying a little bit extra. In your scenario, whether it's $75 or $7, apply it to the principal, get that balance down, and take more equity with you.
Sure. And how do they do that? If you're writing a check, which I know not many people write checks for their mortgage anymore.
Yeah.
You would just write it in the memo section, right? X number of dollars for the regular payment and then X number of dollars additional principal payment. What about if you're doing it online?
So a couple things. If you're writing it on a check, most of the time the mortgage company is going to send you a monthly statement, and you're going to want to mark it on that monthly statement too, because the check and the stub might not always see the same department. So you want to make sure everything gets applied. When making a payment online, what it does is it gives you the options. If you want to pay extra towards principal, you want to pay extra towards interest, taxes, so on and so forth. So it will give you the option. You have to specify that if you want to round your payment to the nearest $50,
sure,
put it towards principal and mark the little box towards principal, and away it goes.
Sounds awesome. That's great advice to be able to make some additional payments down.
Yes.
So, guys, I hope that helps explain a little bit on what you're seeing in payments advertised online. Keep in mind it's principal and interest only. But if you do have any other topics you want us to cover here on Terminology Thursday, we'd be more than happy to do that. So reach out via cell phone, via email, via
carrier pigeon.
One would think we might have that down by now, but not so much. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Really appreciate the time.
Have a great day. Bye, you guys.
Bye.